Okay, class, let's take a look. Now, take a look. Where will we? So basically, we are in this path. We call it as the path of the bodhisattva, and then include the Mahayana holy being and the tantric Buddhism. So meaning to say that we are in this section. You see, yes, for this part. So once we go through, we will know the path of bodhisattva, Mahayana Buddhology, Mahayana-Padian, and the Tantric. We'll learn the whole thing in this chapter. Okay, class, let's take a look. See, so what do we learn just now? We know that actually Mahayana, the real difference Mahayana between, the Sravaka is the wisdom, compassion, and the skillful means. This is according to the Mahayana text, the famous Mahayana text. Basically, for the wisdom, nowadays, for example, now we are considered mixture Malaysia. Theravada and Mahayana. For the wisdom, usually we hardly can get from all this Di Zhang Jing, Guan Si Yin, Pusa, we hardly can get. So usually we will take, which is so famous, we call it as knowledge of rise and fall in Visuddhimagga. Because class, this even though Mahayana Sutra it does mention wisdom, but it assume that Abhidhamma. For the Abhidhamma basic, for this, because Mahayana, Madhyamika, the most important figure is the Nagarjuna. So for Nagarjuna, they are very close, is the Savastivada, still the Abhidhamma. So we know this, that once we talk about the wisdom must be at least from this knowledge of the comprehension and the knowledge of the rise and fall. So this is the wisdom you should have. For the compassion, for the compassion, basically, usually in Metta Bhavana, we can get the Metta Bhavana. But the bodhicitta is the one, it's very rare. We don't know how to cultivate for it. Because nowadays, even in Tibetan Buddhism, they just chant the text regarding the bodhicitta, that's all. And then in Mahayana, maybe one thing to come up with the bodhicitta is upholding the precept of the bodhisattva. That's why I hold the precept before. So usually we have to make a vow from now until to the unlimitless and countless lifetime as a bodhisattva. So I think this is something I can know. Then of course usually we are greedy for the merit. That is 30 years ago. We are greedy for the merit. So we have a 5 precept, 8 precept, and 10 bodhisattva precept. Don't really understand what usually at that time. But nowadays you have to understand before you uphold a precept, or especially make a vow. So this is 3 skills. Is very important for the bodhisattva. Nowadays, I think we can really uphold it because we know how the skills are to inculcate it. So let's take a look. So in the previous class, we stopped here. We mentioned that wisdom is very important. Okay, it will aid the compassion. Why? You see, class, basically for those who attain to the knowledge of rise and fall, you will see everything, including your kids, your friend, they are all rise and fall. They don't look as what we look now. You will see the thing in a microscopically. Actually, it's quite ugly. Am I right? I think it will be very ugly. The thing keep rise and fall, something like that. But one thing is very, very special for the bodhisattva. It's even though he is so enthusiastically want to enter the nibbana due to knowing that the body keep on rise and fall, but the compassion that still make them to stay back to help other people. So that's how we appreciate the bodhisattva. So meaning to say that even though all arahant, they all go to nibbana already, as long as the bodhisattva keep in this world, the dharma will be there. So this is something is very special. So Mr. Leong, if you talk to the Theravada Bang, have you ever asked them that if they don't encourage a bodhisattva, if all become arahant and all go to the nibbana, So no more people can keep the Dharma in the world already. How do they answer that? Especially Thai Buddhism. How do they answer that?
Sifu, what they will say is, you have to save yourself first in order to save others. That
We
is
know
their
it.
motto.
Of course, we know. I know. So not everybody will save ourselves. Finally, all go to Nibbana. So who else to help? Finally, am I right? So that's why I say Bodhisattva, why Mahayana text still popular in the first century? Because the spirit is very good. Because at least you must take somebody that you all go to Nibbana, but I still stay back here. Then I will keep on reincarnate, propagate the Dharma. So the Dharma, the seed will never gone, you see. See or not? So you see, I think Bodhisattva is the real wish of the Shakyamuni, I think, yes. Because theoretically, logically, it is logic, There must be some Bodhisattva at least. But the high level one, not the simply cleaning, mop the floor in the monastery, or it says a Bodhisattva. Not that type, might have the possess high knowledge of this type. Yes, Mr. Lam, yeah.
Sifu, what Buddha said that if he is not around, let the Dharma be the teacher. So
The Dharma,
let the Dharma, the Buddha's teachings be the teacher for all.
No. So who will spread the Dharma? Who?
Sorry, the
No,
Dharma in the Nikayas also will be what you call available.
No, there must be somebody to run to turn the Dharma wheel. The Dharma wheel won't turn by themselves. Must be somebody. So the Sangha is the Sangha is the somebody. But all the Sangha aim for Nibbana. Who else? That's
But
my
then
question.
the thing is, not all the Sangha community at once will be enlightened at the same time. They will be.
No, I mean, if all aim for Arahant, finally one day all will gone.
There will be one time where all will be gone. There will still be somebody around.
No. But okay. No, that's the
Sifu will be
problem.
around.
No, that's why I say Bodhisattva theoretically is valid. Must be there. Because you just take assumption only. But no people want to make vow that, I want to stay back to helping to keep the Dharma there. No people dare to say this promise, you see. But Bodhisattva said, yes, I will. So you all go to Nibbana, I stay back. We need this type of commitment, Mr. Leong. So what I say, Theravada, finally, they still try to avoid this question. They don't really answer that. This is not answer. This is avoiding. See or not? So that's why Bodhisattva is logic, the way I say it. Okay, so we continue for next sessions. Okay, so it's here, the example is the Vimalakiti, inherent existence, and then the reflection that his karmic fruitfulness is also empty. So it's about from his perspective. Yes, next paragraph, Samantha, can you please read the paragraph? Most importantly,
most importantly, wisdom strengthens the feeling of solidarity with others by insight into the sameness of beings, self and others being equally empty. There is no ultimate difference between them. Santideva persuasively draws on the idea of emptiness of inherent existence, nature, to argue that indifference to the suffering of others is as absurd as indifference to one's own suffering. In this Samuchaya, he argues that self and other are relative terms, like this bank and the further bank of a river. Neither bank is of itself the further bank. If one says that one should not protect another from pain as it does not hurt oneself, then why does one seek to avert the pain of or to bring positive benefit to oneself later in this life or in the future lives? One will not be unchangingly the same being then. Body and Body and mind consist of a changing series of states. We each by habit can this I, but why not use this notion as regards other beings? Thus, one should strive to prevent suffering in any beings. Compassion for others does not bring pain to oneself. It makes possible joy based on awareness of others being delivered from suffering. Karmic fruitfulness is to be rejoiced in whoever generates it. Thus, the bodhisattva should constantly identify with others. In his Bodhisattva Santideva says that realizing that all are equal in wanting happiness and not wanting pain, one should protect others as one protect oneself. For suffering is just suffering. Whoever it conventionally belongs to, ultimately it is ownerless, not being the possession of any self. What is so special about me and my suffering? Just as wisdom aids compassion, compassion aids wisdom's undercutting of self-centeredness. By motivating a life of self-sacrifice and active service for others, the Upaya Kasaya Sutra and Santideva assert that the Bodhisattva may even do a deed leading to hell. If this is a necessary part of helping someone else and giving them a more wholesome outlook on life, the great flexibility that the doctrine of skillful means gave the Mahayana, however, is guided from becoming licensed by its association with compassion, purifying meditations, and belief in the results of karma.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's try to digest first.
What it was?
Sally, are you there, Sally?
Yeah, I am.
Hey, no, your camera, we don't see you, or your camera, you block something in your camera. I think you should remove something. Something is blocking your camera, Sally.
Something blocking my camera.
You're blocking your camera. Yes. Your camera is not on you, not focused on your camera, Sally.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now we see your keyboard.
Yeah, opposite direction. I'm changing it back.
Okay, finish class. Okay, well, once we talk about this part, there got somebody appeared here. We call it as a Sandi Dewa. Class, basically Sandi Dewa. They are the one who is famous in Mahayana. Let's take a look. 8th century Indian philosophy, Buddhist monk, poet, or scholar in Nalanda, or Sandi Deva, is quite famous. I think Madhyamika is famous in Tibetan Buddhism and also Mahayana also. So this is, you see, class, sometimes they are the scholar or philosopher. So meaning to say that, I remember, I guess something that in this 8th century, maybe Nalanda more famous Buddhism, they spread the Buddhism academically. So that's why some they come out the theory, not really they are the meditator, not really, sometimes. So they study, then they come out the theory, and then we know that. Okay. Let's take a look. What did he mention from the text? Because they also based on the text what they read at that time. 8th century meaning to say that Mahayana flourishing about many hundred years already. You see, class, you see. So this is Sandi Dewa. Sandi Dewa, you see, is a 7th to the 8th century, about 700 years already. You see, from Buddha Parinibbana. Okay. Then number one, we know somebody is there. Okay. Second, we have to know is the sutra he could. Let's take a look. So this one is a Siksa Samuchaya class. Let's take a look. Siksa Samuchaya. This one, Sandi Dewa, I think supposed to be Jue Tian. Sandi Dewa. Chinese. Yeah, Ji Tian. Oh, it's a Ji Tian. So this is quite famous because it's about 8th century. He is quite famous. I think supposed to be his article, his masterpiece more popular in Tibetan Buddhism. So class, you just write down. Basically, if you become a Tibetan monk, maybe you have spent 2 to 3 years just study the Madhyamika. They are really very serious in the study. They will take at least 8 years. The proper one will take 8 years to finish the 5 Abhidhamma and the Nikaya. Sally is still blocking. We feel a little bit irritating because we don't see you. Sally, Sally, your camera is blocking. We don't see you. Your camera is blocked by something. Okay, Sally. I think blocked by you. This is, I think, supposed to be your hand. See? Get it, Sally? You move. You know where's the camera first? You move the thing blocking the camera. You know where's the camera? Now we see your screen already. Now we see your tidbits. See your stationery. Now we are seeing your stationery. We don't see you see. Okay, let's continue. So this is the one. Then take a look. Now, second, this is a Siksa Samuchaya. Let's see first. I think this is also maybe not common in Mahayana also. Siksa Samuchaya. Let's see. Siksa Samuchaya. Oh, I see. I got it already. So this one, Siksa Samuchaya, is about is Jixue, meaning to say that it's something compiling. I mean, a lot of theory, compiling, like Abhidhamma Sangha, compiling the things together. Okay, never mind. Let's take a look. There will be one more text here. Let's see first. Okay, one more. This is Bodhicharya-vattara. Let's take a look. So this is mostly is the Tibetan. They are more famous in Tibetan Buddhism. Bodhicharya-vattara. Oh, I see. I don't understand now. Class, this is very famous. It means that how to enter to the body. How to enter to the body. The Bodhicharya-vattara is very famous. Very famous. It's by the Sanditewa. It talk about how to practice and how to cultivate the bodhisattva path. So actually, bodhisattva path is the major, how to say, it's the major elements in Tibetan Buddhism, but not the mantra chanting. But just one Tibetan monk, they come for fundraising. If you talk about Madhyamika, so maybe the 10,000 people in the Stadium Merdeka, so next day, maybe just 10 people left only. Mr. Leong is one of them. So you have to chant all the mantra, Kala Chakra, that will be famous with the something like that. And then using the there are a lot of people staying because they will get a fortune later on. You see. I see or not, they know the target is the audience and Tibetan monk, they also wear a little bit secretive, right? With all the heads very special, full of secretive. No matter how I make up Mahayana monk, not as secretive as Tibetan monk. So you see or not, so they understand the market very well. So that's why they come here, they talk about Madhyamika, Yogacara, no people, no market one. And yeah, 10 years ago, the Chinese is very bad. Just know just know the Tibetan language. What can they teach? See or not? But now a little bit changing. But still, not very wide market. Okay, so what did it mention? Just now, actually, class, if you take a look just now, what Samantha read, it mentioned that Bodhisattva precept is they have a feeling that somebody hurt, I also hurt. We are all unite together. Even though Sandideva is a scholar, but basically we understand that in Buddhism, the theory is, if really we go through to the Buddha nature, we will really feel that actually we all is one together. Even in the jhana, we feel that, of course, during the bodhi, if you get the bodhicitta, you also will feel that they all hold together. Once you feel all hold together like a net, so somebody get hurt, you also feel hurt. This is how the bodhisattvas think the spirit. Because especially the people close to you is your parents and relatives. Of course, but this because based on the philosophy, also skeptical that don't know how well they are in the Abhidhamma, especially the Visuddhimagga, the path of the purification. We don't know how did they go, or just academically that part only. So we don't know yet. Okay, class, let's take a look. So here, I think a few things we can bring home here. Okay, one is mentioned for this. They said that, you see, a bodhisattva know that no being, just fluxes of the Dharma that lack inherent existence. See, they keep on mention this. See or not? So meaning to say that this is the Abhidhamma, is talk about that no such thing as a being. Okay, then you see here it said being is not exist. Class, take a look to the last one. You see, realizing that all equal in wanting happiness, not wanting the pain. One should protect other as one being oneself. You see, even conventionally belongs to ultimately is the ownerless, not being possessive by any self. See or not? So also explain in the ultimate way, in the ultimate truth. See, not body and mind consists of the changing series of the state. Meaning to say, Sandideva also knows the Abhidhamma, so he can tell all this type of thing. If let's say you can experience all this, then you're aiming to saving more people due to this experience. There's a really great compassion. Okay. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, just in the how should we call it? In Savastivada, they also mentioned that the bodhisattva are able to see the nibbana, but they don't want to attain it. But if let's say they want to attain, if you flip a coin, before the coin fall down, they can enter already. This case also happened. It mentioned also in Visuddhimagga. They say that we have the ability, but we just don't want it. If you want, we can. That is very wonderful. But nowadays bodhisattva is very low. We very down to the earth. Mr. Silangamong, so sweeping the floor also bodhisattva. Excessive food, Mr. Leong, you go to Sapu, eat clean it, also it's a bodhisattva, right? Or in Mandarin, say, bodhisattva, please finish eating it, also become the bodhisattva already. So the definition, not in this type of knowledge, rise and fall of bodhicitta, not that type already, very down to the earth, okay? Okay, let's take a look. Then we see here. Then, what else? You see, it keep on mentioning that difference. If one say one should not protect another from pain, it doesn't hurt oneself. Class, I still believe that this one, if you come out from the experience of the jhana or the bodhicitta, you really experience the Buddha nature, or that one is the nature, natural. If now, I think quite hard to do. Actually, in the town, in the street there, I also see some wanderer, But you say, I should be like Mother Teresa, bring them back to earth and make them bath. I also cannot make it. Also a lot of wandering, cat and a dog. I think Mother Teresa, maybe they will bring back to the temple and bath them. But I think practically I wouldn't do that, because it seems that we will think a lot of very narrow the place. If they come, then the devotee come, what to do? We will worry a lot, you see, because we aim very well that the purpose, this is for study the Buddhism, that people come and meditate. We are not aiming for animals, you see. So we have a quite clear boundary. But the way I see some like a Mother Teresa, all this type of bodhisattva so-called, they don't have a very clear boundary. They will just pick up whatever in the street and bring back to their temple and just take care like that. See or not? I think even though Theravada, they don't do that. Some they also cultivate the Metta Bhavana. The light can be radiant, the 10 direction, but actually they also some maybe they don't treat that about the wandering thought also. See or not? Sometimes the contradiction will happening here. Am I right, Mr. Leong? You get a point? I mean, the example happening now, sometimes we can go very deep, but practically quite hard for us to practice that. So Mr. Leong, do you bring some wandering dog or cat to your home? if you experience no boundary, will you do that?
I will take it to either the pet center or the center that
that one we can. That one we can now, but you bring to the home, that one a little bit difficult. You cannot be without principle. One, you still got principle to protect your own life and learning one. Then now you learn or the cat and the dog is asking you your help, then you can't do already. See or not? So sometimes there will be some gap from the theory and practical. Okay, and now we go to the next paragraph. Let's see again. Sally, can you read the passage? Just
as wisdom aids compassion, compassion aids wisdom, undercutting of self-centeredness by motivating a life of self-sacrifice and active service for others. The Upakusaya Sutra and Santadeva assert that the bodhisattva may even do a deed leading to hell, if this is necessary part of helping someone else and giving them more wholesome outlook on life. The great flexibility that the doctrine of skillful means give the Mahayana, however, is guarded from becoming licensed by its association with compassion, purifying meditations, and belief in results of karma. The Mahayana brought about a shift in the center of gravity of Buddhist ethics, with a new emphasis on moral virtue as dynamic other regarding quality, rather than primary concern with personal development and self-control. The concept of ethical action become broadened so as to no longer be seen as simply one component of the path. In the widest sense, it encompasses the whole of it. In such texts as Asanga, Mahayana Sangraha, and Bodhisattva Bhumi, it came to be seen as comprising the ethic of restraint or vow, samvara, through both the precepts of lay morality, abstention from harming others, and the monastic code, both termed as pratimuksa, the ethic of collecting wholesome skillful states, kusala dhamma samgaha, through the practice of bodhisattva perfections, the ethics of working for the welfare of beings through active help for them. The first was seen as the foundation for the other two, but the needing them to supplement it. A Stravaka, one dedicated to become an Arahat, was seen as neglecting the welfare of other beings, only practicing disengaging from evil. A bodhisattva also practices one and three, engaging in good. That said, two concerns the development of positive qualities and actions that are mostly shared with the eight-factor path, and a concern to help others is certainly not absent in the Southern Buddhism. For example, that said, the dedication of one's karmic fruitfulness to future Buddhahood is something that only Mahayana emphasizes, and compassion takes center place in it.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Sally, your sounds come out with extra sound.
Huh?
Do you hear that, Mr. Leong? Sally's sounds come together with some extra sound. Am I right?
Like echo.
Echo, not echo. It seems like I don't know what to say. Sally, can you count 1 to 5? On the mic, Sally.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's normal again. I don't know.
Okay,
Now,
normal.
yeah, now it's normal, huh? But just now some extra sound together with your sound. See. Okay, finish class. Okay. So class, let's take a look. We take a look that there got somebody involved and also some sutra. So number one, we'll talk about is just as Sandewa mentioned. Let's take a look. Now one more figure we call it as Asanka. Class Asanka is quite famous. He is the one to initiate the Yogacara Bhumi class. Asanka. So this is the image of Sanka. So class, let's take a look. This is the image, you see. According, we believe Asanga, he was staying in Ayodhya. So class, this is the Ayodhya in Indian. Ayodhya. Ayodhya. This is the Ayodhya. Okay, so we try to let you see the direction. Check the Bodhi Gaya. Bodhi Gaya. Bodhi Gaya is here. At that time, they are walking. So class, this is the walking distance. This is the Bodhi Gaya. And so this is the Ayodhya. Asanka, actually, he go to Sita and learn Yogacara Bhumi from the Maitreya Bodhisattva. So this is a very famous not a legend, you can say a legend. We believe that's true. Partially, his understanding he gained is from the Maitreya. Okay, so it is available in the Yogacara Bhumi. Of course, Yogacara Bhumi, about 100 volume text. We don't believe every single word is from there, but we believe this is where the Yogacara Bhumi origin. That's why my only school, usually if you embrace this section, you have quite strong relation with the Maitreya. That's why Xu Lao has some a few quite famous Chinese monk, high monk, they are all they are more major in the my only school, including Xuan Zhuang. From somewhere I discovered that actually somebody went to Shita heaven and discovered this a few high monks because they are all following Maitreya Buddha, learning the mind only school. So Asanka really gets some text from Maitreya during once he climbed up to the Tushita. So this is what we believe. This is one of the Mahayana texts. It's about mind only school. So according to mind only school, they said everything is created by our mind. So that we call it as a very famous mind only school. So class, this is the Asanka. He also is the Bodhisattva. So one important figure. The second is a Mahayana Sangha. We are studying is the Abhidhamma Sangha, but here is a Mahayana Sangha, another quite famous text. Okay, we already finished this text already. It takes about 100 lessons. We got about half of the 1,000 students finished 100 lessons for this Abhidhamma, this Mahayana Sangha. Applause to them. But I think Miss Sally, I think you and Mr. Leong complete more than 100 lessons. Am I right? Oh, we are studying. We have a class together. How many years already? I think 10 years, right? At least got 10 years. I think more than 100. So I should calculate. Then during the graduation ceremony coming, we should have a certificate award for Mr. Leong, Mrs. Leong, and Sally for striking 300 to 500 lessons. Sort of that. No, I mean, it's encouraging, right or not? It's better than you spend your time in Facebook. If you don't study, maybe you just go through Facebook only and play by the algorithm. Okay, let's take a look. So one more text, Bodhisattva Bhumi. Class, this is also quite important. Bodhisattva Bhumi or Usati, meaning to say that whatever important perception is in the Bodhisattva Bhumi. Actually, I learned all in Chinese during my study in my college. We learned mostly of this. Okay, class, let's take a look. Here, there got a few things to think about. Number one, regarding the Mahayana text, they will encompass layman and also the monk as a bodhisattva. Class, this is one thing important. That's why we got the layman bodhisattva precept and the monk bodhisattva precept. Should I know who have undertaken a bodhisattva precept here? Anyone? No, nobody. Nobody undertake layman bodhisattva precept. No, okay. This is the number one. So that's why we got two versions. This is totally not available in Theravada. Usually Theravada, they think they are the only one. They are the only Buddhist successor only. This is how the Thailand thing and how the Burmese thing also. But as we know more than that, there will be more school. We include Mahayana. Then you see, number one, that encompasses both category. Second, ethic of collecting the wholesome during the practice of the bodhisattva perfection. They keep on doing the wholesome state. Then working of the welfare of the being. Yes, Mr. Leong, your query is correct. Because sometimes the Mahayana texts, they say you are completing your own merit by helping others. But it doesn't tell very exactly what state are you. I think it's good for us. We help people, but we have a strong foundation in Samatha Vipassana. I believe that. Yes, there must be certain stage, but not totally. Once you graduated, Arahant, then help is too late already because not many lives remain for help people. Am I right? So I think if you go to the Sanghara Upekanyana from Mingkun Siado, the Burmese monk, his article, that one is very practicable. Mr. Leong, according to the Mingkun Sayadaw from Burmese monk, they say Bodhisattva must achieve until Sanghara Upekanyana. This is the stage. Knowledge of equanimity towards formation. Yes, this stage. So usually it's just about 1, 2, just 3 thoughts to go to the Magachita already. Just 3 moments only. But he had to stay back here during the great compassionate and start using the psychic helping people. That bodhisattva is more acceptable for me. Am I right, Mr. Leong? So level is quite high already. So of course, I mean the sweeping floor bodhisattva is still need. If no more sweeping floor bodhisattva, no people want to sweep the floor for us. And the cooking kitchen, right? The auntie always say, oh, bodhisattva. We need them also, what? Without them, who cook the food, right?
But that one is they are trying to develop their own mindfulness.
Mindfulness, okay. Usually in Mahayana, they develop the merit of mindfulness because kitchen is the war place where got mindfulness, Mr. Leong. Am I right? Kitchen is the war place, you know. For most of the temple, kitchen is the war place, you see. Sally smiles sarcastically also, so she knows well, right? Where got mindfulness in the kitchen in the temple, mostly it's a war place. It's the place for the merit fighting. Okay, next, let's take a look. Okay, you see, okay, so here a little bit criticism to Sravaka. So we just see it says how a Sravaka, one dedicated to become an Arahant, was seen as neglecting the welfare of other beings. I think not really. Neglecting welfare being, I think not really. I think if you quote example, nowadays a lot of Celanese monk, Celanese temple, they work well, right? Am I right? T Ratana, all this, they have a welfare for orphanage, also old folk house, they do well. It seems a little bit very contradictory, Mr. Leong. So if you label Theravada as very selfish, just self, not really. You can see example, especially Celanese temple, they run a lot of welfare. If you say all Chinese organization, they are bodhisattva, not really. The Nian Fo family, they all close the door, keep on chanting Amidaba, Amidaba. We don't see them, they help people. Right? So what type of the bodhisattva is it? So sometimes, I mean, theoretically, we read from the sutras, we're quite different from the reality one. But for them, they also claim that, I must go to the Amitabha Western Pure Land first before helping people. So from there, I go to the level, no more retrogress, then I come back. See or not? Like Arahant also said that, oh, we must help ourselves until to the stage we are safe, then we start helping people. See or not? It's the same only, you see. Okay, let's take a look. Then he said that this is the certain, you see, for the Sravaka, they said disengaging from evil. They are mostly disengaging from evil, of course. But of course, sometimes I feel the tendency of the Theravada, they will follow the precept very according to the text, or they will follow words by words, or the text, quite rigid usually. Because the Vinaya never mentioned that no smoking, so they smoke. They said, no, the Vinaya text, you see, no such thing, no smoking, so I can smoke. Something they will say like that, you see or not? But in Mahayana, we are very flexible. We know that smoking is not good deportment. We don't smoke, even though it doesn't mention. See or not? More flexible. It depends on the school also, which they follow at the teacher. Okay, next. Okay. Then you see that for Mahayana, we'll be engaging in the good, and also helping others, certainly not absent in Southern Buddhism. Southern Buddhism is a Southern is the South part. South part, I think, maybe they mention is Andhra Pradesh, number 3. Where is it? Oh, don't know. Andhra Pradesh, maybe. Not really. Okay, class, let's take a look. But you see that I say, dedication of one karmic fruitfulness to future Buddha, something that only the Mahayana emphasis. See or not? It's about future Buddhahood. Take one more text. This one also, I think, also subject to the discussion is about going to the hell one. Sadly, you remember, let me see first. They say bodhisattva going to the hell. Now you see that. Bodhisattva may even do a deed leading to the hell, see or not? Oh yes, it is available also in Chinese text also. But I think, you know, class, I think during the Mahayana movement, remember first century Mahayana movement, they very emphasized on Mahayana. I think at that time, they are quite anti to the Sravaka. Maybe especially Savastivada. Because they just keep on to the academic study and stay in the cave, they don't bother people outside. Oh, so that's why we got so many texts are very academic, even though in Theravada also got, right? If you go to read the 7 Abhidhamma, I think you'll fall asleep. And very technical. I don't know what they do. So I think there will be some minor movement, but sometimes they go quite a little bit extreme. They say, even though I reborn in the hell, I also don't want to become the Sravaka. I think they've got some emotional there. Am I right? You really hate Sravaka because they especially Savastivada, they do a lot of study and then they don't bother outside people. So other group people, they come just want to, have a revolution. So this is how the Mahayana began. So I think not the Arahant type, no, not the meditative Arahant, not the precept, whole precept, good monk, not all this. They are actually really, how to say, they try to protect over against really this group, especially Savastivada. It happened, I don't know why. In Buddhism, no matter Theravada Mahayana, usually it begins with a very simple Nikaya. But too simple, right? So of course, they need Abhidhamma to develop it as the second stage. Abhidhamma actually involves a lot of academic study. So in certain moment, no matter in Sri Lanka or in northern part of India, they keep on doing the study academic. So then must be certain group of people realize that, this is not what monk are they. Just keep on doing the study only. So they come out to protect against them. They'll try to they simplify the thing. This is how Mahayana come out. Mahayana come out. But once the Mahayana quite certain period, because too simple already, again, so Yogacara come out to fight, protect against that. So meaning to say that they keep on changing a revolution over a certain period. Because once Buddhism developed in one perspective, sometimes it might go to extreme one. Just like politics, you see or not? Or MCA, the MCA and Barisan have been overruled already, by the Pakatan. Not Pakatan, shaking already. In Johor, they overruled them. Barisan come again. Quite same, I think, in religion. No matter how, the anicca, times come, you have to move up, another come. So this happens also in Buddhism. Beginning from a Nikaya, very simple. Then Abhidhamma, more complicated. Then again from the Madhyamika, very simple. And then the Yogacara come again, the more complicated one, more complete one. And then it comes to the Tathagata, then it go to the secretive school, Vajrayana, it come again. After Vajrayana, what happened? What happened? Mr. Leong, Cecilia, yeah, Mr. Leong. What?
Mahayana.
Not Hahayana.
Mahayana.
Not Hahayana. It's an annihilation, totally extinction of the Buddhism in India. Gone already. It take about 1,100 years old.
I thought maybe coming to the Rojayana.
No. That one, Rojayana actually is in Kandara. That is you mean the mixture between the Mahayana and Theravada? What happening here also? I'm also not Rojak lah. It's the Malaysiana. Why you got Rojak? Malaysiana. I think it happened in Gandhara. Mr. Leong, I think during the 1st century at that time, it's a mixture already. It's already mixture. 1st century is Pakistan, Afghanistan at that time. It's a mixture already. Exactly like what happened in Selangor KL Buddhism. Yes, Rojak, I like it actually. Okay, Okay, so this is what happened here. Let's take a look. They say, okay, we finished this already. Now we go to the next paragraph. Okay, the ethic of the benefiting. Cecilia, can you please read the passage? The ethic.
The ethic of benefiting sentient beings is ministrating to the needs of others by nursing those who are ill, advising on how to attain worldly and transcendental goals, gratitude for help received and returning it, protecting from wild animals, king, robbers, and the elements, comforting those stricken by calamities, giving to the destitute, attracting disciples by friendliness, and then attracting material support for them, amiability to the non-harmful desires of others, applauding and pointing out others' good qualities, compassionately humbling, punishing or banishing others in order to make them give up unwholesome ways to take wholesome ones, using physic powers and to show results of unwholesome actions in hell, etc., and generally inspiring and teaching others. Practical help should also include such things as guiding the blind, teaching sign language to the deaf, and giving hospitality to weary travelers. In its other regarding orientation, the Mahayana Bodhisattva ideal shares an emphasis on compassion and with the early Buddhist idea of the universal emperor.
Okay, thank you so much. Cecilia, have you ever thrown away, your, how to say, your old internet system? Are you using the old one, Cecilia? I remember you said you want to throw it away, all right?
But throw cannot upgrade because we are bound by the contract. We can't upgrade it.
So if you throw it away, you got nothing. So better just keep the inefficient internet system now, right?
Yeah, better than nothing.
Very pitiful. Okay.
Zero, you didn't change screen.
Okay, yes. Actually, I
Thank
do.
you.
But I will redo it again. Okay, finish class. Okay, finish. Okay, class. Just now, during you highlight the point and the reading from Cecilia, you notice that most of the good thing as Bodhisattva mentioned actually is not the feature of the Buddhist action. You know what I mean? I mean, other than the Buddhist organization can do the same thing. Am I right? It's also, you see, according here, you see a class. Now you see, for example, he said that comforting stricken calamity, giving hospitality to the weary, guiding the blind, teaching the sign language. Lion Club also do a lot of this kind of stuff, right? Am I right? Even Tejiao also can do it. See or not? So that's why sometimes if nowadays if the Buddhist organization run a lot of this type of activity and you don't see any value of Buddhism, you will find that the organization seems to be very popular, but they're not much different with the welfare organization. See or not? So actually, it also depends on what is your mission and vision. But I think if let's say the Buddhist organization can run a lot of relevant to the Buddhism, then it will be very fun. But if let's say you can't, even though you do some free Chinese clinic medicine, also good, better than nothing. Am I right? But here we gain so many things that one, and yet I noticed I asked them, they say that even though you have a free clinic, to let people come in, actually quite hard to turn them become a Buddhist is quite hard. They really come is for the illness healing only. Once the illness gone, they disappear. You hope they want to turn in within the Buddhist organization. God, maybe 1 to 5%, very rare actually. Maybe when they recover, they donate some money in the donation box for the free clinic. Yes, they will, but not that easy. Yeah, that's what's happening. Now. But among all the facts mentioned, only one fact is very special for the Bodhisattva. It really quoted in the Bodhisattva precept is this one: using psychic power. Class, according to the Yogacara Bhumi, if you can use psychic power to make people, to turn people learning Buddhism, but you don't use it, you are infringing the precept. It's stated but the minor one. But besides this, they got one more also. It's a little bit extraordinary. It said that if Bodhisattva, by having a sexual relationship with that lady, you can turn him become a Buddhist. If you don't do that, it's infringe the minor also. I don't know whether you heard about that. It's from the Yogacara Bhumi version of the Bodhisattva precept. So I think this type of precept is not the simple people, not the ordinary people. You see, using psychic, that one is considered is infringing the precept, right? Monk, of course, cannot do that. If a layman, if you marry, of course, you cannot do that. It's supposed to be the single one. And if you got a psychic, you can. It's a different already. It's different story already. So class, you see or not? So this is the feature by using the Bodhisattva. But using the psychic is still not common compared to the rest. Learning the sign language, I think quite no need to Buddhist organization. You see all this applauding and point out one good quality, compassionately humbling, punishing, banishing, all this type of stuff actually is common everywhere. It's more practical. So if that's the case, I think the only special thing is must be the bodhicitta. If let's say an organization, he run everything not different with the Lion Club, the only we can see the Buddhism feature is the vision and the mission. So finally he said that out of the bodhicitta, aiming for the Buddhahood, then you do all this. Only this you can make yourself different from the Lion Club and all the welfare organization. If you don't mention this, actually it's the same only. So what for you run a Buddhist organization, finally end up become a hospital or the welfare center. Not much different. Am I right? So I think the core value is still the bodhicitta you must got in your place. But the bodhicitta, if let's say you are the Mahayana center, How about the Theravada Center? How about the Tiratana? When they run their old folk house, how to make them different from the Lion Club? Lion Club or Tiger Club? Mr. Leong, what's the different feature? Make them different from the Lion Club and the Tiger Club?
They instill this Dharma study or Dharma learning into them.
Oh, very clear one. You know that, this is run by the Buddhist organization, not by the Lion Club. Very clear one, right?
Mm.
Oh, I see. So I think it's supposed to be, but of course you will be limit your target because you've got the feature already. So you are the Christian, you don't want to come anymore. Oh, I don't want to change my religions in order to stay to your old folk house, right? Oh, so they don't want already. You will limit yourself, but you have your own identity Okay, one more thing we have to emphasize regarding this Chakravadin. This one is quite important also. You see, early Buddhist idea of the universal emperor. This one we call it as a Zhuanlun Shen Wang. It's very famous. Chakravadin. You see, Chakravadin, this is a chakra. According to our text, Chakravadin possesses 31 marks. Buddha possesses 32 marks. Chakravadin. But Chakravadin, actually, as we know, this is the king who turns the world. Well, I like this picture, actually. It looks very good. Plus, this picture. Chakravadin. Now you see, the king who turns the world. Wow, looks very good at this picture. This no, it's a Hinduism. Yeah, we name it as a Chakravadin. Set the wheels in the motion. Usually, Bodhisattva click together with this Chakravadin. But this Chakravadin is I think it's the Indian version. Usually we click it together to the governor of the country. But I think more specific, usually our text mentioned that mostly Chakravadin and they are the Bodhisattva. They are the Buddhists. So I think that 1,000 years ago, it mentioned is within the Indian, not throughout the world. Where God? Now the France Prime Minister, even Malaysia Prime Minister, where got Chakravadin. So we don't interpret it without considering the context. So I think that moment, yes, Chakravadin mostly emphasize is the Bodhisattva, but the Indian kind. Yes, let's know a little bit regarding the Chakravadin. See the Chakravadin. Chakravadin. Chakravadin bermaksud seorang raja universal yang ideal, berkuasa mutlak dan memerintah seluruh dunia dengan adil. Istilah berasal dari perkataan Sanskrit bermaksud pemuda roda. Yes. Konsep ini penting dalam agama Hindu, Buddha, and Jain. So class, you see, Hinduism and the Jain are also using this Chakravadin, pemuda roda. Raja Universe yang ideal, berkuasa mutlak, memerintah seluruh dunia. This one seluruh dunia. I think, sorry. Let's take a look. Here is it. This one is seluruh dunia yang adil, not the whole world. It means the Indian at that time. It means the Indian at that time, the Chakravadin. How come they detect is the Malay? AI detects a Malay. Powerful ruler whose dominance extends to the entire earth. So remember, so class in Buddhism, once we talk about Chakravadin, usually they come together with the wheel here. You see, a wheel will come up here. A wheel will come up. See, the wheel also come here. Chakravadin Chitta Manindarani. So this is Tibetan one. Okay, I think class until here today, we will dismiss early, 15 minutes earlier because I got appointment. Okay, so next class, we talk about the perfection and the stages of the Bodhisattva. So what we learned today, so class today we learned is the path of the Bodhisattva. So remember that, so just now what we mentioned, we do mention regarding the Chakravadin. Then we talk about the Bodhisattva. Usually Bodhisattva also, they will, in the modern way, Then before this, we talk about the bodhisattva will be always feel what the people feel, and then it makes them aims to become the bodhisattva. Then we mentioned that bodhisattva is actually a revolution against the Sarvastivada. So this is another fact. So that's all for today. And then just to mention that because even though you choose become a Sravaka, by understanding the bodhisattva can make you make more friends, especially Mahayana. Like Mr. Leong, those who have Mahayana, so it's the bodhisattva precept. Then Mr. Leong, your Theravada is Sravaka. Am I right? So by understanding, it is good. Sedi also same. I think Samantha also same. Semi Theravada, semi Mahayana. Then they fighting each other. So this your understanding. Then you will forgive others why they think in this way. So next paragraph we continue the Bodhisattva precept. Then we understand a few figures is a Sandideva, a Sangha. So Bodhisattva is it doesn't come from nothing, it comes from something. Mahayanists believe that it is come out from the Buddha, the Buddhism itself. Okay, so that's all for the class. Please palms together. I wish to inculcate more favorable consciousness,
more favorable consciousness,
through transferring merit
to transfer merit
to my past life enemy and relative.
To my past life enemy and relatives.
May they be liberated.
May they be liberated.
And free from suffering.
And free from suffering.
Attain Nibbana.
Attaining Nibbana.
And helping others to do the same.
And helping others to do the same.
Yeah, Cecilia, please.
We thank you, Sifu, for the lessons today, and we pay respects to Sifu. Maybe have 3 shadus to Sifu. Shadu, shadu, shadu.
Bye-bye, everybody.